Alrighty, so this is our iPhone, iPad class, iOS devices. And today the subject is making your own music. How fun is that? Now, there are a couple of different apps. There's the original one, which is GarageBand, which was introduced back in the early 2000s on Macs. It was only on Macs, and then what do I want to say? Maybe like back in 2013, maybe 14. They put it on the iPad. I think they put it on the iPad with the second iPad. I think it was the iPad 2, which was 2011. So it has been here a while. And it's kind of a simplified version of GarageBand, which is a simplified version of this program called Logic, which is for professionals. So it's designed to, you can pick it up whether or not you know how to play an instrument. Of course, if you know how to play an instrument, you can get really a lot more out of it in terms of your own individual ideas. But it has a lot of preset loops and tracks already in there. Then they made another one for the phone a couple of years ago. And let's see, what's it called? And for some reason, it just completely escapes me. Okay. So I'll look for the name, because I have not been able to find it on my phone all morning because I can't remember the name of it. Okay. Music. iPhone. We're going to be doing the iPhone and the iPad. Okay. And yeah, this sometimes, and I've been looking for this thing, and because I can't think of the name, I'm trying to describe it, and the search engines do not give me what I'm looking for because I'm not asking the question the right way. And none of these are. Okay. Easier than. I wonder if it's still around. It has music memos. Good grief. Never would have thought that. Yes, it's called Music Memos. All right. Now this is really, really basic. And it's okay. In fact, do they even still make it? Because I have not seen it for a long time. I wonder if they still make it. It came out in 2016, and I don't think it's still around because it doesn't show up. That's why, okay. They might have gotten rid of it because it's not here in the App Store. And I don't think anybody was really using it. I showed it once in class, and nobody would use it once, and it was never forgot about it because it was really too basic. You couldn't do much with it. All right, so we're going to go to GarageBand. All right, good. Solves that problem. Okay, so let's introduce you to it, and don't be scared. Like I said, you don't have to be a musician to do this, and you're going to see what I mean. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and show you. There's a GarageBand for iOS. I could have used that this morning. Is that really true? I don't think that's true. Oh, GarageBand. Okay, all right, iOS, Android. All right, let's do it. So let's go get the app. Now you may have it. It's free. It's free. It's free. It's from Apple and it's free. Okay, no catches, no ads, none of that. But it doesn't automatically load onto your device when you get your phone or your iPad. It's not automatically on there because not everybody's going to use it. So why should they take up your space with something that you're not going to use? So what you want to do then is go to the App Store and get it. So I have two devices here, iPhone and iPad. Of course, it's easier to use on the iPhone, iPad, but you can use it works as well on the iPad. As long as you can see the little, as long as you can see the little screen, you can do it. Alrighty. So let's go to the App Store. Bring up the iPad here. And switch on to the share. Okay. And we're going to look at, I'll turn it this way. I'll turn it this way. This way. Sideways. There we are. Okay. So I already have it, but I'm going to go through the process of getting it like you do. Right? So I'm going to go to the App Store, into search in the bottom right. It is search. On the iPhone, it's on the bottom too, I believe. Let's see, we have the iPhone right here. Yeah, on the App Store, the search is on the bottom right. Okay. Tap on that, and then it pops up at the top of the screen. And that search, it says search, you tap in the word GarageBand. GarageBand is 2 words. And then tap search. Okay, now Apple has this annoying thing where they sell ads that go on top of the search, so it confuses people. I didn't want GroovePad. Oh, is it GroovePad? I thought it was called GarageBand. Ignore that. If it's in blue, it's an advertisement on top of the screen. It's an advertisement. Ignore that. All right. So I'm going to click on the one that says GarageBand. Let's tap on, take a look at it. Wow, look what it does. Okay. It's a preview. Turns your phone and iPad into a collection of touch instruments in a fully featured recording studio. And with live loops, it makes it easy for anyone to have fun creating music like a DJ. So let's tap on the first preview. Okay. And these are all the different kinds of what they call packs, music packs that you can add to your library. And what these packs are just what they call loops, are small. These are just like a drum beat, a guitar riff, and different instruments, and they just play a little small amount of music. It just plays over and over and over again. That's why they call it a loop. And you can use it to build your thing. And you don't have to know how to play any of these because it's played for you. All right, and we slide over here. Then we have keyboards. If you know how to play a keyboard, you can play, or if you don't know how to play a keyboard, if you can pick out a tune, oh yeah, I got my loops, I got my whatever. You can pick it out maybe, but yeah, you can do that, but you don't have to. You don't have to, okay? Let's go over here. Now this is the one we're going to be looking at as well. These are where the loops are, and there's this color coordinated thing where you can actually tap on the different colors. You have the instruments on the left. I know it looks kind of scary, but don't worry. It's actually, when you first start doing it, it's simpler than that. Huh, okay, that's interesting. All right, now, next one over. Okay, what was this one? Oh, all right. This is what I was talking about. This is the one where you just tap on the instruments and you build it. Now, this part is really fun. You're going to see. It looks kind of daunting, but it's not intimidating. It's actually fun when we start doing it. And this is if you're making a recording, and these are the different tracks. You see the sounds from each instrument going across. All righty. So I've given everybody time to go ahead and install GarageBand. All right. Now, I don't have it on this iPad, but I'll put it on here. I have it on my Pro iPad. Now, let's see if I have it on the phone. Let me show you the phone. Yes, I have it on the phone. So let's see what it looks like on the phone. Alrighty. just unplug this? No, don't do that. Don't do that. All right. Of course, the phone is smaller. Ah, come on. I'm going to close something and expanded it. All right. So I'm going to go, I have already on here. I'm going to swipe down and type GarageBand. Here it is. It was already on the phone. I turn the phone sideways. There it is. Using AirPlay. Yes, that's fine. I won't be making music on this because it's using AirPlay, and I tap the key, it'll be delayed because it's using wireless. So this is a piano. This is the first thing that shows up. But if I tap on this icon in the top left corner, not the arrow, but the one next to it, that has the three squares, a little square, a big square, and a little square again on the top left corner. I tap that. And this brings us to the different things we can do, okay? We can make tracks by using the keyboard and the instruments. And, oh, I got a lot of things to download I see here. Okay, what does that mean? I tap on Sound Library. And I told you before, I got all these new things I don't use because I don't really use this on the phone. So I'm not gonna download this now. I'm done. And we have external, we have a drummer set, we have world music. I was gonna start with the instrument thing first, but I'll start with the loops because most people don't know anything about playing an instrument. So I'll tap on loops. And the loops are, as we said, these are pre-recorded little snippets of music. Okay, what's wrong with the iPad? Why isn't it downloading? There's no room for it? That's weird. All right, we'll work with the phone until the iPad. Oh, it's ready now. It's ready. Okay, good. All right, so let me jump to this. You can see better. All righty, GarageBand. And see, this is confusing. Let me just do that. Okay. I want to show you the same thing I was showing you on the here, live loops. All righty. So let me switch over to okay, there we go. We got a bigger screen here. Same thing, just a bigger screen. Okay. And they want me to download 10 more things in my library. But to give an example, let's I don't know. We have more choices here. Let me tap on R&B, and you're going to see what comes up. What is going on? What does this mean? I don't understand. On the left here, you have a bunch of synthesizers and keyboards, and then a few regular looking instruments like a piano and a record player for scratching, right? Okay, well, maybe I don't want that one, all right? I tap that same three squares again. Maybe you want something else. Maybe you want rock. Tap on rock. And here you get a drum, get guitar, 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 and an amp, okay? It's funny how the R&B had a lot more electronic stuff than just regular old rock with guitars and an amp, right? So I'm gonna start with, I know that everybody's not into rock, but I'm gonna start with this one because it's simple. You can understand the instruments. Let's see. All right, this might be your favorite beat, but we're doing something that's simple, and then we'll move to the other ones. So here's how it works. On the left column, we have the instruments. On the right, you have the different loops, the different beats or the different guitar riffs that you can choose from for each instrument. They start with simple, and as they go towards The right, each step, they get increasingly more interesting and a little more complex. So for instance, if I pick up the first one was the guitar, right? The bass guitar, right? After the drums, you have the bass guitar. Tap on the first blue circle. I press the second one. See, add a little more variety to it. The third one. Now, if you're not really musically inclined, you may be like, well, I don't hear much difference, okay? So let's go, I'm gonna go to like 3 over to make it more obvious. Now let's say you like that one, all right? Then you're gonna pick a drum beat. So I can start with the first one again. Or maybe you want the second one. Try this, the second drum beat. Has a lot of cymbals. Let's try the fourth one. Let's try 3 more over. That sounds more like rock. I think I'll pick the first one. Okay, so you got that one. Now, turn the volume down a little bit. Now I'm going to add the second guitar. Let's see what this one does. One below the bass. And you can see what's playing by looking at the circle. See how the clock, light blue circular clock, that's the one that's playing. That's okay. Let's go a couple over on that second guitar. I like that one though. Oh, that one is doubling on the bass. What one? So I chose the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 one. Now the guitar below that one. What does that one do? Okay, that sounds okay. Let me try 2 over. Oh no no no! Got the fourth one. This sounds like rock right now. You keep tapping them, you know, and what you like. And you don't have to use all the instruments you don't want to. Maybe you don't want any of that guitar. Press it, and it stops. See, I don't have to use that kind of that acid kind of guitar. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. You don't have to use them all. Now let's see what the last guitar is. You only get a couple of choices for that one. Okay, that's there. And the bottom is an amplifier box. Let's see what that does. I can't tell it's doing anything. little bit. I wanna love you just a little bit. Okay. Oh, 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 oh. All right, so you can, now if you like that, you can make that your actual song. But let's stop that and press the stop button on top. That stops every, the square on the top stops everything. Okay. All right, that's cool. Now, if you wanted to, and you could also, if you wanted to, you could add instruments. See the plus sign on the bottom of the amplifier? At the plus sign, and you could add an instrument. You can add loops. Adding loops is more like what you have over here. These loops, and they got all this. Look what happens. Now, these are all like, I guess, like within the rock category. They got funk, pop, acoustic. Now we're getting ahead of ourselves, right? So let's go ahead. I'm going to get out of this. I want to just cancel it. All right, so I'm going to tap on that again on the top left corner of the screen. The three squares, little, small, little, big, little, right? And you can choose a different kind of song if you wanted to. That was rock. We could choose. Okay, well, there's hip hop here, and there's R&B. What's R&B gonna sound like? I'm gonna do. Okay, there's the R&B. So what do we have? We have electronic keyboard, synthesized instruments. So it's not even real drums here. Okay, so that's kind of funny. They don't have real drums in R&B. So I'll just tap. I'm gonna pick one of these R&B across the top. The first little computer thing here, the golden one. I'll just go to the. I don't know. I'll go to the third one. Okay, really? This is slow. Why is this so slow? Stop that. Stop. I don't get it. It must be a slow drag. Yeah, it's a slow drag. It's a ballad, maybe. I tapped on the black keyboard, the first one. Okay, I guess R&B is a different thing than what I think of R&B is. Now it's changed. So you got that going on. And I guess I could pick like the first drum. I don't hear anything. All right. So this, you see what's happening here. You get the point, right? Go to each instrument and you tap on something. Again, you don't have to use them all. Okay. You can tap on one of these big fat circles. Yeah. This is modern R&B. And then you got your keyboard, the piano at the bottom. Where'd that come from? Oh, you know what I did by mistake? I made a mistake. Where's the one that I had? Okay, let me tell you what happened. Stop. I went to go to tap the piano in this row here, but my finger was down on the bottom where these numbers are. And when you tap one of those numbers, it chooses everything in that column. That's what happened. So that's why you got a whole thing. So like, you don't even have to pick individual things. You're like, well, I don't know, what should I do? Should I pick this one? I don't know music. And then what you can do, stop everything. Stop. Who's playing now? Stop. That's what happened. I had a nice little thing going on. I messed it up because I tapped the number and it chose everything in one column. Now these are pre-made. You may like these, you may not. So if I choose everything in column 2, if I tap number 2 at the bottom, I don't know why you don't want to love me. Right, whatever it is. So, okay. You stop. Okay. So that's the easiest way. Like you don't even have to put the now. To me, it's kind of less fun, but you know, it's pre-made for you. Stop. Okay, how can I stop all of them? So I can't stop all of them. I have to undo each one. I see. All right, I get the point. Well, that's the R&B one. Let's go back to the 3 squares. Oh, let me see. Oh, people asking questions. I'm sorry, I don't even see that red mark. Hang on, what's going on? All right, I'm not seeing any of what you're showing on my iPad. Okay, and okay, so you got it. You got it. Good. All righty. All right, that thing is way out of my view. Righty. Okay, so that was that. There's also chill. It's like the same thing as R&B. That did I tap chill by mistake? Is that what I did? No, I don't think so. No, this is different. This is different. I'm gonna go back here again. I'm curious. I gotta see what this hip hop sounds like. Like the same instruments. A lot of electronic stuff. No real drum set. Now, this is gonna be very different. Let's see what we're gonna get. I'm gonna tap the second gold one on top. That's hip hop. Now you just play with what you want, okay? Tap on this. Yeah, that's too much drums, too much stuff, too much everything. Right? Take some stuff out. Way too much stuff. So again, you don't have to use everything. Let me turn these off. You turn it off by tapping it again. It's playing. You tap it again, and it stops. All right, who's still playing? This one here. Now you gotta wait a few seconds for it to stop. This will stop automatically. All right. And if you're like, well, okay, well, okay, all right. What you can do is again. Go to the bottom. Right. Go to the bottom. Tap number 5 or tap number 4. Well, you can tell they stopped music education in the schools because all the new stuff doesn't have any variety. It's just 3 notes. D, D, D. You know, they don't have any. They don't go above a little bit, don't go down a little bit. Nothing like in the old days where there's a lot more. It's just basic, simple. You know, nothing wrong with it, but I just kind of if used to the stuff in the '70s, all that, where they had a lot of variety. Then yeah, this was more. I find that more interesting. Anyway, let's go up here. And speaking of, let's go to funk, electro funk. So I tap the 3 squares again, electro funk. Now they got a trumpet. Will it be a trumpet in this? Will it be an actual instrument? Will it be? Hmm. I'm not getting my hopes up. But you have real drum sets, okay? And you have the record player for scratching. Stop, stop. Yeah. I gotta, I, I gotta keep my finger off of this thing by mistake. Stop. Okay. I gotta make sure I don't hold the iPad like this. My thumb is down at the bottom. All right, I want to do the same building process. Okay, I'm gonna tap on the drum, the first drum kit that's available. Well, there you go. And you had 2 drum kits. You can have them both played at the same time. Yeah, that sounds like rock. Okay. Now you can pick one of the four green ones. Okay, let's take you back. I'll pick the second white keyboard. What's going to be here? Wow. Never thought a day would come when this music would be old-fashioned. Look at the bass line. Oh, no, that wasn't the bass guitar. Again, you don't have to use them all. Okay, I'm going to take this one out. I'm going on the second red keyboard. I chose the second red keyboard in the fourth column. I can't reach the other one. What did I do? Did I do it again? There you go. There you are. Something is missing. Oh, the guitar. That's the one I had. Now, if you like, they say, hey, I like, I got my thing here. I'm doing real good. You could tap the red record button on top, the very top of the screen, red recording button. Now, the idea is this has a built-in microphone. You can sing over this. Yeah. And if you can't sing, just don't do anything. This, you can just do something like ooh, 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 ah, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, nothing big deal. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, no, no. That's all you have to do, right? Have somebody else come along and sing over it. But now this thing was recorded actually. Probably has me talking on it. It's not a good thing. But that's what that is. That's the simplest, easiest thing to do. We tried to show this on the Android this morning, but it was so, oh my God, it was so complicated. Because it was a free app that doesn't come with Android. And they have something similar to this available for Android, but you have to pay like $5 a month for it. So you're lucky with your Apple devices. Let me tell you. All right, so let me get out of that. Oh, you want to stop everything? You press. Here's what you press at the top of the screen. You have the red circle, that's record. The triangle is play. Remember from your 8-track and your cassette and your VCR and your DVD? I go in the class, press the play button. People look at me, I'm talking, I said play button. You don't know what a play button is. Wasn't, and don't look at me, oh, we old. No, guess what? The seniors have had longer decades of time with play buttons and stop buttons going back all the way to cassettes than the young people have, because all they had was computers. So I don't want to hear that. All right, so anyway, then the last one is that reverse to go back to the beginning, right? The triangle with the line means go all the way back to the beginning, and you tap that one, that stops all the things that are playing on here, takes them all out, which is good. All right, so now let's go back to, so there you are. Now you can go with this thing. Let me tap on, oh, one thing I should say. One bar, okay. This is telling you what's gonna, before the actual thing starts. It says one bar in the top right corner. it'll give you one bar before the music actually starts, or you can have one note before the actual thing starts, give you time if you're going to sing or whatever you're going to do. Okay. Now let me tap on the three squares again. And to your heart's content, you can go along and you can play with this stuff. You can go house, you can go chill, you can go Chinese. I don't know what dubstep is. Okay. That must be a serious new thing because they made it a category. And there are a lot of instruments in this one. Now, what is this thing? This is a record player. Okay. Oh no, I don't want to delete that. Shoot. That's a mistake. There's no undo. Be careful what you tap on. All right, I have to. Okay. I gotta bring that back somehow. I screw. Oh, I can tap the plus sign and add it. That's what I can do. Loops, and then I'll find the thing that I was missing, and I don't know. It's called turntable, I believe. They can't find it. All right, so I'll try scratch. Okay, I don't know. I messed that one up. I don't know how to get that back, but I have to learn how to. I have to learn and research how to get that back because like it's so easy to take away by accident. So now I got to find another one to find out. Oh no! Don't do that. What it sounds like. So let's go back to the R&B. See, even I can make mistakes by a phantom touch act. Okay, here's the turntable. Now, what does it do? Now, I'm not going to tap on the turntable. I'm going to tap on one of these things. Okay, it makes weird sounds. Thank you. All right. So what else is in here? Oh, by the way, if you wanted to record your vocals over what's here, you would tap on this microphone. Okay. What did he do? I didn't see that. Tap on the microphone at the top next to the three squares. And you can sing or talk on here, or rap on here, whatever your thing is. You have the basic regular microphone. You see this big circle here? On top, you have the basic regular microphone. And this is in the fun. You can change your voice with sound effects. You can make yourself sound like a robot and like a chipmunk and stuff like that. Like, what is the robot? Talk. Well, I'm not recording, so it's not going to do anything. If I tap the record, what does it sound like? I don't hear anything. All right. Then you have studio. The studio one is for actual real sounds. I don't want robot. Chipmunk, extreme tuning, clean sound. Okay. And when you record, I'm surprised it doesn't give you a sound when you're actually doing it. Maybe because I have it playing through the computer. Oh, the monitor is off. Let's turn it on. Okay. Oh, get feedback. That's why it's off. Now, if I talk, hello, testing. All right. I don't want that sound. I don't want that noise. So I leave it off. So that's that. Going back to the checkerboard up here at the top left. Okay. Now, another thing you could do if you tap on next to the microphone, those lines, it looks like an abacus. And oh, look, this thing was already here. This music was already here. This one was done before. I didn't record, I didn't do anything with it. I guess it was what we were playing before. Look at all that wasted space. Now, this is terrible. All the space is wasted. Can you change it? All right. I can drag all this stuff back over here to the beginning. Drag, tap, and drag them. Either right in the beginning, yeah, right to the very beginning, you can do that. So that way you're not waiting all this time for it to play. These are the actual tracks that were recorded when I pressed that red circle. Okay. Now I have to wait for it. Okay, it's kind of off, but you get the idea. Now this is getting kind of complicated if you want to actually kind of record and if these things look very strange to you, don't worry about them. All you gotta do is do the other ones I showed you and press that record button and it will be here automatically for you. You don't have to do it. Now this is this little guitar synthesizer thing is in the wrong place. It should be on the third beat. Okay, it should be right here, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's still off. Okay, so that's where it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1. That's what it does. Okay. So if you know how things are supposed to go, now this is for if you have a sense of music and you've done some things. This is help you for there. But again, you don't have to know any of this stuff. Okay. All you need to do. Oh, look at this. Okay. There's an equalizer here. If I tap that, this next to FX, to the left of FX is an equalizer. You can adjust the volumes. I should say a volume. You can adjust the volumes of the sound of each individual instrument and do all of that. Okay. But that would be a whole other class, actually doing like studio work. You have the studio mode where you can actually make this whole thing a little studio in your pocket, in your phone, your purse, or in your bag with the iPad. Okay, now what I want to do is one more thing. I want to show you something interesting before we go. I'm going to go back to the 3 squares, right? And here are instruments that even if you don't know how to play, you can tap on the keys and it'll do things for you, okay? So for instance, here is Smart Piano. So this is, you gotta swipe along. If you don't see it, swipe along until you see keyboard. His keyboard, at the bottom of the keyboard is Smart Piano. You tap on this one. And it has these things arranged in different chords, all right? I'm gonna wrap it up soon. These are different chords. Chords are groups of notes that sound good together. No, that's why they call it a chord, like in a chorus. 2 or more voices, they sing together in harmony. All right. So if I just tap on this first one is G, these are all G chords. This is and then if you don't know how to play any of these chords, you can just tap on this. Okay, well, so what? I just bang along. Well, guess what? It's even easier. You see where it says autoplay? You can dial this to number 1 and it does things for you. I'll tap on the C. Go to G. That's not good. No. Does that. Let's make it number 2. Now it's a little more elaborate. Now this is divided into 2 rows. The bottom row are just notes that go along with the chord. Drag to number 3. As you can hear, not all these go together, okay? The ones in the same column go together. Sometimes you put the one next to it, a different bottom and a different top, if they're right next to each other, they won't go together. They'll be too close together. That's what they call dissonance. All right, it won't sound pretty, but that's a whole other course. But you get the idea. But my favorite one up here, I set the three squares again, is the strings. They got drums, they got guitar, and they got the strings. I like this one. I'm called the Smart Strings. And right now it says cinematic. You can just do this. It's delayed because I'm plugged into the computer. Right? Or you can just tap it. If you tap it, it plucks the strings. Okay. And if you drag your finger slowly, it sustains. It's rubbing it up and down. And the harder you rub it, the louder it gets. And so that's what that does. You can sit here all day, have a ton of, and the autoplay, once again, is off. Put the autoplay on number 1. Every time you tap another note, it changes. Number 2. The number 2 changes. That's if you like strings. You don't like strings, and do the guitar and do all the other ones as well. Anyway, I've got to start wrapping this up, folks. But let me show you the guitar at least. I don't know. Not everybody's in. All right, here's the guitar. Or here's the bass one. Let's do the guitar. Smart guitar. Again, now this, what is this thing? These are actual guitar strings. I don't know how to do this stuff. Just swipe down. I don't know why she left me, but I didn't cry. Okay, whatever you want to do, right? Or tap number 1, tap number 2. Up here, the wheel, move to number 2. It does it for you. So anybody can be a guitar player, right? Just learn which sounds go together for you, and you can write a song here, all right? Take a little practice and play with it until it starts to come together for you. All right, we're running out of time. I wish we could spend 2 hours on this, but we can't. So we got to go. And I hope you look into this thing and start playing with it and have some fun. And, you might discover that you have a little talent you didn't know you had, but nobody ever gave you a chance. You never learned how to play an instrument. So there are people that are taking this app and making recordings and releasing them on iTunes. They are, okay? So it can be done, alrighty? So that is GarageBand. Glad you were here. Let me stop. Let me get out of the app. Out. Okay, it's close. So do it on your iPhone or your iPad. It's free, and play with it. This is it. This is just play, fun, discovery. All right. So next week we'll be back with a different, less fun. More practical topic, and that's going to be shopping with store apps as opposed to just going to Amazon and buying everything. But I shouldn't even mention that because we're so elevated right now, and that's so prosaic. Like, oh, shopping in the store. Okay, forget that. Let's think about this. Okay, so we'll see you next time, everybody. We are taking a trip on Thursday to the Lock Museum. A couple of you have been there before, and that'll be fun. All righty. So until then, I'll see you again. As always, take care of yourself. Be happy, healthy, wealthy, safe. And this is Victor Carr signing off.